Here is a breadboard made capacitor visualizer and a schematic of it. So we're going to be essentially learning how a capacitor functions in a circuit. So when we press this button, we see the red LED and the yellow LED turn on when the first switch is pressed. So essentially, when the red LED is on, that signifies that the capacitor is charging. Now, if we look at our schematic, we can see that once this is pressed, the yellow LED will always get energy as it's connected to both the power source and also the ground. Now, when we look at the second node, we see that the capacitor, if it's getting some of the 9 volts, it will charge up to a certain point in which the red LED will be fully extinguished when it's fully charged, as it provides infinite resistance once it is fully charged. Now, when you release the switch 1, the light turns green. Now, why does it do that? Well, that's for one main reason, and that is once the circuit has no access to the battery, and once the switch is off, the capacitor, if it's fully charged, it can serve as a power source for the rest. And so how does it work that way? Why does the green LED turn on? Now, so it goes from the positive node up through the yellow light, so the yellow light is still on, and then down, and then through the bicolor LED, but backwards. That is why it turns green. Now, if we show you again, and you press this button, so that is the second switch, and that means that the energy is discharging just through here. Thank you for listening to my capacitor visualizer, and I hope you enjoyed learning how capacitors can serve as timers and how they change the flow of electricity in a circuit.